Hello everyone, I'm Joanne and welcome to my craft room. So I hope you've been enjoying the videos from last week. I did a little foiling, made some beautiful cards, had fun in the craft room, and we'll start another series for this week. Now, at Black Friday, I had purchased all of these things. I wanted to try some Gina K. And I purchased this there on Black Friday. It was a special. I got the ink cubes, I got the glue, and I got the this wonderful stamp set. This is called Daisies Forever Layering Stencil Bundle. And the entire bundle came with the stencils, the stamp set, and the dies. I haven't even opened it yet. And I hate to say that. I've been so busy with other things, and then I kind of got called to work a little bit, and so that put me behind. But yeah, I wanted to open this with you guys without I haven't even started a card with it yet, but I have used the inks on other projects and I absolutely love them. I have to admit, I love the Gina K Connect glue also. I'm not a fan of transferring the glue into the little bottle, okay? So I'll say that, but once it gets in there, I really seriously like the tip on this. It's just like a little needle point. It's a very fine tip glue pen, and all of my cards, I've been watching them. They've been holding together very, very well. So I'm very happy for that. So this came like, you know, I just wanted to try her collection. So this is what I got, and I believe it was all like under 50 bucks because everything was on sale for Black Friday. Isn't it sweet the way the dies come packaged like this? That is a save on the money, you know? So yeah, that's a big one, I'm sure, right there. But let's just take a look at these. How pretty, right? I can't wait to make the little daisies with this and a card with you today. I will design one after we do all of this. Look at how cute. Oh, wow, I'm really going to use that. This, guys, is teeny tiny. Like, this goes for friend. Wow, it is that tiny, okay? How many of these do we get? Ooh, there's the word forever. Hey, I'm opening this. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm opening this for the first time. So, hey, Christmas again. Look at this. There are 3 sentiment dies for these little sentiments. But guys, how many other places do you have teeny tiny sentiments and you want to have nice edges? I love these teeny tiny, I love this die. I love this where it just does friend. I have so many sets that have itty bitty words, and sometimes it's hard to stamp them straight, so it's easier to stamp them and then cut them out, you know, do something like this, which is, I'm just excited about that. Okay, and moving on. So here is the word forever. Oh, so here you have a shadow with the detail, okay? And then you even have the stamp that I'm sure the shadow, well, no, it doesn't. Okay, the shadow does not cut out. But you also have a stamp that says forever, which is absolutely awesome. That is just wonderful. Look at all this greenery here. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. I'm very, 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 like, crazy impressed. Okay. So, just a couple of things before I break away and make a card. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button if you like my videos. It really helps me with YouTube so that my videos get shown. The other thing is that I'm an Amazon affiliate. That's the only affiliate that I am with. So, there's a link below from Amazon. If you shop from like dog food to furniture, computers, anything on Amazon, you can shop through my link. It helps me out a little bit. It's at, of course, no cost to you. It just is that I am one of their affiliates because I also have close to 7,000 subscribers on here. So that's wonderful also. And I have to admit, I got my first little paycheck from Amazon. So thank you so much for using my link below and ordering. You only have to click on that link, I think, once a month. And you know, so that it tells it that you're shopping through me. So I really, really appreciate you guys for doing that. Okay, so now, wow, I am impressed with this entire whatever this, look at this little swirl right here. Let's open this. Wait a minute. Let's open this. I can't even. I had to get the advertising out of the way, right? So it's just two things. I'm not an affiliate for anybody. So I just like to craft with you guys. That's all. So I've watched a few videos on these and seem to be very, very easy to stencil. I've been into doing a lot of stenciling. Sometimes it's a little hard with my hands to color, but I have some gold foil things coming that I will be coloring. So it's not that I won't color anymore. It's just that if there's a stencil, it's like I see that I'm like moving toward that, you know, so that's great. That there's all kinds of avenues for us as we get older and a little bit of arthritis that we can still continue going, you know. I love this squiggle. I would use that on many other things. I love these little doodads right there. These sayings are beautiful, forever in my heart. I absolutely love that. And we're going to make this beautiful daisy right here with the stencils, though, and make a card. And I'm going to incorporate at least the sentiments of the stamp set, and then maybe on the inside of the card, like use a little flower or something like that from here. This is so much fun. I haven't even designed anything yet, so I'm going to break away and do a little designing and using my dies and my stencils, and I'll be back with a wonderful card. Okay, so I'm in the middle of designing this card. I have stenciled and die cut my flowers, and I cut some centers. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to put this together. I've cut my forever out of the black, and then I was thinking about the background. I was starting to put that together on my, I'm using some soft seafoam. This is from Stampin' Up. You could use any color you'd like. I suggest with the pink, the green looks great, but I thought, well, let me emboss something. Well, then that went to let me foil something, so here we are. Now, I'm using the foil sheet, or the hot foil plate from Altenew. This is a marbled plate. Now, I made a bad mistake. I ordered by mistake 2 of these. So, if anybody needs one of these, you can email me at joannemaddie@outlook.com. The plate was like $31. I'll sell it for $25, and that will include your shipping. So here comes some, this is silver glimmer hot foil. So just email me that you would like to have that. And I've got a brand new one. It's not even been opened. And let me show you how gorgeous this is. And that was a total mistake on my part. And honest, I'm just too lazy to go back through the invoices and this and that and send it back. And I thought, well, you know, it's okay. I'm going to push my timer button there and wait for that to stop blinking. So yes, it is the Altenew exquisite marble hot foil plate. And it is brand new. I've not even opened the package. This one, of course, is mine that I'm using today. But the one that I'm selling is brand new because I accidentally ordered 2 over Christmas holiday there. So if that's the only mistake I made with all the ordering online I did, I'm like, okay, you're good. So like I said, it would be $25. That would include your shipping. So really, it's like $20 for that. Because I'm sure it's going to be about $5 to ship it. You know, they are a little bit heavy. I'm just waiting for this to stop blinking, and I'm going to run it through my machine, and we're going to get an absolutely, look at this. I had to do this with you on camera. That's silver on soft seafoam. Isn't that pretty? And then, oh, here it is. Okay, so we have that, right? I'm going to detach right here, and let me run it through. I just have this off to the side. But I thought, while I had my machine hooked up, let me go ahead. I wasn't going to foil. I wasn't going to at all. Oops, let me detach this again and get that off. But then, when I saw the flowers, I was like, oh no, wait. instead of, this is a hot foil plate, the solid hot foil plate. Watch what we do now, because we're not going to waste a bit of our foil, are we? So let's see what we have here. I think it's going to be gorgeous. Oh, I know it. Look at that. Okay, a little over foiling here, but we can rub that off with an eraser, the little Tombow eraser. Let me find that right up here. And we could just see that just comes right off. A little bit of over foiling, that's all. Because I ran it through and then I ran it back through. So maybe I just need to go through one time, you know. But there, perfect. Okay, so that's how you get your over foiling off. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love the marble. Like I said, I was not going to foil. But when I thought about embossing, okay, now remember, pretty side to pretty side, so that's the solid side, okay, where the indentation is. Now the pretty side of the foil, down, and this is the piece that we peeled off, okay? And the piece of cardstock, 5 1/4 by 4, so we're gonna be, yep, on the outside of the card, so then we put the cardstock here. Always remember, foiling, the foil has to come up into the paper. That's why you have that sandwich like that. Okay, I'm going to put my thin shim and then my spacer pad. I could have already hit that timer button. But yes, so I was not going to foil at all, but I couldn't help myself. Now watch, we're looking for this effect now. This is like using the rest of the foil. Normally, from what I understood, you would throw that piece of foil out that we're using in here right now. But now that they've come up with that solid hot foil plate, and this is like from a year ago, but guys, this is all new to me. I didn't know, you know, that all of this was out there. If I did, oh please. I mean, yeah. But this is so much fun. So like I thought I was going to emboss, but I was like, why emboss when I can hot foil? So this is how we use the rest of the foil. Okay, and it, like I did it on the soft seafoam. It is so beautiful. The silver with the soft seafoam is just gorgeous. So I'm just waiting on that to get solid. But look at these. We're going to use these on the card with the flowers that I made. Like I said, I'm in the middle of designing, but when I had this out here, I thought to myself, well, just stop. Oh, here we are. We have a solid button. See, it doesn't take long. You know, why move everything and then have to move it back? So, and my machine was hot. I'm just rolling this through twice to get good foiling, okay? And because the machine was hot and I was right here under the camera, you know, I have this new camera set up and I'm telling you, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. Oh my, look at this, you're going to love it. Watch. So see, this was the piece that we peeled away after we had made this, okay? And now, when we peel this away, look at that. And you don't waste a bit of your foil. This is so, like, I'm blown away. But yeah, I was like, no, I have to foil this. So these two pieces I'm going to save for another card because they're a little bit too bold for what I wanted to accomplish today with those little daisies. Okay, I'm going to put all of this away and I'll be right back and we'll start to assemble another card. Okay, here's the card I came up with this wonderful set. I love it. It reminds me, the silver on that with that marble reminds me of like a spring shower with some lightning, and then the flowers bloom afterwards when the sun comes out. Isn't that wonderful? So here's the inside. So much fun to put together this card. So let's go ahead and start doing some stamping together and stenciling, and let's see, what did I put together first? Let me put this over here so that I can look at it as I go. First, let me say, I used almost all the dies. These were the ones I had left, and of course this is for, you know, your sentiments right here, the longer ones that you have in here, but I used this teeny tiny one that said friend. I absolutely love it. Okay, and then I found out this one fits this flower right here. This one fits this flower. Isn't that wonderful? And then this one fits this greenery right here. That is awesome. So just a whole lot of fun with this set. But for this card, I used almost everything but these 4. So I thought that that was a lot of fun. I also incorporated this little teeny tiny pink heart. It comes from Give It a Whirl. I kept that die set because I love the little stitched hearts in there. So I'll be using that. Let me put that aside so I don't lose it. I already cut out the Forever out of black. And then this is just like use any dark pink. If you have Stampin' Up! Colors, you would use Polish Pink. I'm not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You can't order from me. So find a demonstrator close to you. And I have adhesive sheet on the back of this. And go ahead and order from them. I know they will be thrilled. So I just like use everything, which you see what I got from Hobby Lobby the other day. And I'll be doing some cards with that also this weekend. So now I'm going to place this on top of here. Now remember, this came in this set. This is a whole, from what I understand, this bundle is the dies, the stamp set, and the stencils all together. Come here. Then the little R goes up in there. It's like trying to fold up an accordion, isn't it? With these little letters. There we go. And then they drop right into place. Isn't that wonderful? And then, you know, I have the adhesive on the back of them, so it just sticks, the adhesive sheet. You can also run it through like a Zion or a little sticker machine if you wanted to. Or, of course, you could use some fine tip glue, which this would also write on there really well. But I thought for the sake of time, I would use the adhesive sheets. Okay. Now I'm going to put this aside, okay? And let's go ahead and do some, let's see, I need to do a little stamping here. So I'm just going to use some black ink. And I'm going to stamp the word friend right up here. Okay, just like that. And that's all for the black. Right? Yep. I'm going to put that away. And then I'm going to take the circle that comes in the dies right here. And I'm going to do that in, you would use any bright yellow that you have. I'm using Daffodil Delight because I don't have a Gina K yellow. And I want 3 of these. Ink it up really good. And I was just thinking what would be a really good idea, because that's all that I use of that, is to take my gel pen. Now, where did I place that little thing? Oh, here it is. Okay. And go ahead and make my dots on 2 of these. One of them will have the heart. And actually, I could put that on there if we wanted to, and then die cut things out. So that would be good too, so that I don't lose my little piece, right? So I'm just going to, and you can barely see this on here, but it just gives it a little dimension, and I really want it to dry, okay? I mean, I could die cut it first and then go ahead and put the dots on, but I thought it would be a good thing for it to dry. I'm going to use some Gina Connect right here. Gina K Connect. Just like that. And I'm going to take this one here and just put it right in the center of our, right here. Okay, now I can just put this off to the side. I'm done with this while I do some other things. Let's bring in the envelope. And let's go ahead. We don't need the pad now, right? I'm not stamping. That's right. Okay. And let's go ahead and do some stenciling. These were so easy to line up. So I want my flower to be pink. And I'm using the carnations. The light, the medium, and dark carnation. We'll start with the light. I'm going to bring in the inside piece also of the card, okay, and the envelope. And then I need 3 carnations, so I'm just going to use these scraps that I have, okay? So let's start with the first one. Remember, what I heard her say was make sure that you can feel and see, it says Gina K Designs right down here, and it says forever, Daisies Forever, and it has the number 1, okay? You can barely see it, but it's etched in there. If you get it in the light just right, you can. If you have trouble with that, you can take a Sharpie, go over it, and then take alcohol, like on a Q-tip, or I don't know, a piece of tissue or something, and wipe it off, and then it will color these raised lettering right there for you to have it like that, you know, if you have a really hard time seeing it. Now, the other thing that I found out was I tried to use, see these are really, really thin right there, okay? And I suppose that this will be this way all the time. I tried to use the little sponge right here, okay? But I found that the sponge was catching on the little flower. So when I switched to a brush, it worked out, a blending brush, it really worked out fine. So I thought I'd give you that little tip. Okay, light carnation. So we're gonna do a few of these. Just stay on the stencil. Try not to go off the stencil, okay? And our first layer is very, very light. So we're gonna make a lot of these. But it's so much fun and fast. Well, you're gonna see how fast that this just comes together because of just stenciling. Now see, with the brush, it's not picking up the little edges there because this is so tight and pushed together, and I would think any brush would be like that. It would be fine. Let's see, let's go from the envelope to the inside of the card. This piece is let's see, 4 1/4 by 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. That's what this piece is for the inside, and I'm going to mount it to a piece of let's see, what is that, soft sea foam that's 5 by 3 3/4 eventually. So I'm not taping anything down, I'm just kind of holding it with my fingers. You saw that move a little bit. It might be a good idea to tape it, right? But I think we'll be okay. So there's that one. And now I want to make the 3 that we're going to cut out. And you know, you could line up on grid and this and that, but I mean, honestly, it comes together so wonderfully. No problem whatsoever on this to really see what how to lay the next layer on top of it. So there's that. And let's see, I want to do one more right here. Because I definitely want to duplicate this card. It came out so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to switch to this bottom one. This is the second one in the set, okay? So what she said was just keep it right, you know, line it up, and make sure the center lines up, okay? I'm going to move my light and open up the medium carnation, and make sure that the center of the flower lines up, and just... Now, your petals are not going to line up, and you don't want them to, you know. And now this is a little darker. So there's that one, okay. So let's just keep going with all of our layers that we started with the number 1 flower. And I'm just going to place this right here. And I'm going to let that line up on the circle, just like that. And I'm just holding it. I'm going to bring this around with the medium carnation, adding just a darker layer of ink. So pretty, okay? Now then these two guys, and again, hold it down. I think I might have gotten honest in my the way I felt it. I think I got a little movement with the paper. So I'm trying to hold now this time the paper and the stencil, yeah, at the same time. So it might be a good idea, see, I did get a little bit of movement there, to tape it down. But I think I'm okay. Oh yeah, oh, that's so pretty. And then here, just building these pretty flowers. You know, I am going to tape this down, just like that. And then I'm just going to bring this in. Good. Now I feel better about it. Here we go. Adding my darker color. Now see, my table is scooting, okay? It's vibrating, but you are not, because I have my camera hooked up to the table that's next to me that's not moving. And that's why I had purchased this new camera setup here. Oh, look how beautiful. Because of, it had this thing called the 360 swivel on it. And that's why I purchased it, because of what I'm doing right now. Because I make movement. And you can't help it. You're just going to do it, you know? So I didn't want my camera, like the other one was wiggling, and I, you know, so I got rid of that whole entire, oh my gosh, that was so funny. That was like hooked to a pole lamp and this and that, you know, holding it up with lights and this and that around it, but this is so much better. So I linked it in one of my videos, one or two of my videos of what the new one that I bought, just in case you're someone that's looking for an inexpensive way. You know, it's not 150 bucks. I mean, it was like 50 bucks, okay? It's, you know, so it's not going to break your bank. And you got a really nice setup. And there's no tripod in front of you, you know, or anything. So I have like a full table here in front of me to work from. And that's really nice. So that was the second color. Pretty, right? Let's move this aside. Now we're going to go on to the dark. And I'm just using the same brush because I'm just going to a darker color. So I'm just, again, I'm just lining this up just like that. My little circle. And I tape that down. So that, I think that's helping me. Now this is going to, oh, you're just going to love this. Watch this. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? It's a starburst of pink, right? Let's do this side. Look at that to that. Isn't that amazing? Not to say that you just couldn't leave it with two. It's beautiful that way also. I like the three though, I have to admit. Love the dimension. Oh, wait till you see the dimension in the greenery. That's amazing. There we go. Just like that. Okay, now I want to add to my my envelope here with my white gel pen, and see where the pink is darker than that yellow over there. And now see, this will be drying while we're doing other things, okay? So let's see. I want to just add my dots, and I'm just random, doesn't matter. Isn't that cute? Just gives it a little dimension. But this is like a paint. So it does need a little time to dry. There we go. So there's that envelope. Let me go ahead and set that back here. And that'll be drying where it can't be touched. Let's see. Okay, so that's that part of the of the darker color. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's continue here. I wanted to get my white little dots on there so they could start to dry. So here's this. And I'm just placing it on there. Again, I am going to tape this down. like it. Let's see right there. Now I know the paper is not scooching underneath it, right? Just like that. That's so simple. Okay, let's go ahead with this piece now. And let's bring in our soft seafoam or whatever color light green that you have, okay? I'm going to add this to this because it will go on the inside of the card. Do you know, I'm looking and I don't even have a card base cut. That's hilarious. I don't know why I don't have a card base cut, but I don't. Okay, let's put this here. Just like that, okay? And again, now I'm going to take my white gel pen and I'm going to make my little dots. Just like that. So sweet. See? Oh, cute. Okay, now let me put this over here where it can dry also, and I won't lose it. Okay, and let me get some cardstock. So I need a piece that's 5.5. And I'm going to score it at 4.25 right here on my trimmer real quick. And then I'm going to fold it and use a bone folder right here. Okay. Just like that. Ta-da! That quick, right? We fixed that situation really quick, didn't we? Wonderful. Okay. Now, that little part over there is drying, so I don't want to attach it to the inside of the card. All right. Let's keep going with our stenciling. And our pretty darker carnation here. The dark carnation, I do want to take that. You know, and I don't think that this flower is that fussy to where you've got to like make sure you have your paper in such a way, because it's very nice that just however you get it on here, the layers look beautiful. I have to admit that. Look how pretty that is. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? You know, and I love pink and green, so I'm just doing the colors that I like. And I did this all of one color, okay, in the pink, but of course we could have used, you know, maybe a pink one, a yellow one, maybe even a blue one, a purple one. I mean, you know, the colors are endless at this point. But I did want to use my Gina K ink, and I really, really love the cubes. A lot less space they take up, and yeah, I really like them. I really like her ink. It spreads very, very, very well. I mean, like, I'm impressed with her ink. Okay, and then that goes like that. Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there are 3 flowers that need to be cut out. Let's leave that just like that. Why do I even have this here? I don't know. Oh, that's where I cut my little part out of it, huh? When I was designing. That's funny. See, always save your scraps, right? I have one bin of all white scraps, and I promise you if I threw half away, I'd still have too much, right? All right, let's go ahead and do some stenciling now with our leaves. So here, let's use this one, okay? And I want 3 of these guys. I'm going to use my green right here. And because, like, the flowers had 3 stages, but the greenery here on here has 2. So this first flower I'm going to do with medium spruce first. Wait till you see this. You're going to love this you're going to just love this, okay? Wait and just see. Medium spruce. I shouldn't even say. Okay, and I want 3 of these guys. And then 3. Okay, just like that. Now, I will need one more little piece of paper, okay, for the long one. All right, now, so that was that little one right here, okay? Now, here's this long one right here, but I'm not ready to get to that yet, okay? I want to get to this little one right here. See these little pieces right here? We're going to go to dark spruce now. Watch, look at these, like take a mental note. They're pretty. They look very shaded. They're very pretty. Take a mental note, okay? Line this stencil up. I was shocked. I know I watched a video and I thought, wow, that came out really nice. But when you do it, now this is dark spruce. So I'm thinking spruce is like a bluish green. Watch. Oh my goodness. Look at that to this. The detail in here, when you put this on here, the layering and the depth that you get just from the ink being darker. I guess with like stenciling, it's a good kind of rule of thumb to go light to dark. And see, you can really get in here and darken this. Look at that. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. And you know, so you can take it as light as you want it, or as dark as you'd like it, as deep as you'd like it, you know, like adding another layer of ink to make it that deep, rich color. You know, and you know me, I tend to be really easygoing with the ink, but I got a little heavy-handed with that. It came out, oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. Look at that dimension in those leaves. Aren't they beautiful? Just beautiful. Okay, so let's get this one. Now, I'm going to clean this off because I used the darker one. I'm going to clean it right here on my washcloth. I know everybody's like, get a microfiber cloth. I can't. When it picks my fingers, it gives, it runs up my back. I can't even. I don't know why that I am like that with that. I don't know if anybody else is. It must be a sensory thing. Now with this, I'm going to do light spruce. We're going to cover our dark. We're going to go light to medium, okay? Because on the card, see how I have the dark behind it and then I've got the light in front of it? Isn't that pretty? Woo, I love it. I love it. Okay, so now here is light spruce. Yeah, so it must be a sensory thing. But I can't stand that pickiness of the microfiber cloth. So that's why I have a washcloth. Okay, just like that. All right. And let's see, I'll put that stencil aside because we're done with that. All right. And now this here, I'm ready to watch some really good football. I'm going to use medium spruce. If I want to get my video done. Watch the playoffs, right? Okay. Here we go. And again, this is going to define the light background that I just did. Oh my goodness, look at that. I love it. I absolutely love the stenciling and the layering of the stenciling. I have gone insane with this. Like, it's not a new technique, okay? It's something that I just now discovered. That's what that is. So, all right, now let me move this aside. Let's bring in any emboss, stamp, cut, and emboss machine, whatever you have, whatever you have. Now remember, I said I did the forever already. I did this in black, and then this I did in a dark pink, and that's how I got this. And I put adhesive sheet on it. Okay, so I've used that. Now let's go ahead and see how many things we can fit on here at once. That's the trick, isn't it? So let's go ahead and cut these guys out. I have so many videos planned for the next few days. You know, I said I had to go into work. What happened was I was supposed to work one day is all, because a girl had been sick. And so she wanted to stay home one more day, which I don't blame her. She had upper respiratory. She wanted to make sure that she was okay to be around everybody, you know, so that's great. And but then, you know, I thought I was just going to work one day. The night that I get home, the other assistant who I've been friends with for, if you don't know, I'm a dental assistant. I have been friends with for close to 20 years. Husband gets rushed to the hospital and is in, like, not good a shape, okay? Like, we were scared. So they were like, can you come in? And I said, well, of course. You know, so that's what I've been doing, which is wonderful. You know, that, I mean, I should say, let me say this. Okay, wait, back up. It was wonderful that I got to see everybody. Wonderful that she could have time off, that she could be with her husband, not worry about work or anything like that, you know. And then it was wonderful because he is going to be okay. And they had to rush him to Vanderbilt. And it was a little touch and go there from what I understand. But, I mean, we were praying so hard, all of us there in the office. And he's going to be okay. He's on the mend. And she's back to work on Monday. So, very, very, very scary. You know, stuff like that happens, right? But I was happy to fill in for my friend. And now I'm just so happy that her husband's in good shape, you know. Gosh, you just never know when the body is going to do some whacked out thing at any time, okay? That's all I know to say about that. Let's see, all my stuff is coming up here, isn't it? I might need new washi tape. Sit still here. Okay, we're good. Well, looky there. We got oh no, friend just went, no. Can't use that. Friend went wonkers, right? Did you see it? It moved. You know, so let's see. I hate using, sometimes I hate using new washi tape because it's so, you know, it's so sticky, or it can actually mar what you've, you know, done. But if the old stuff isn't holding, you have no choice, right? And I know if it happens to me, it happens to you. You know, I don't know about y'all, but I am like, right after Christmas, right after we open the presents, I'm ready for spring, okay? So I'm like, I don't want to make any kind of winter cards at all. I am ready for spring. Okay, we're good. Open the presents, I'm ready for spring. Okay, here we go. Like I say, you use any machine that you have already. They all cut, right? They all die cut. Whatever die cutting machine. Look how pretty that is. Ooh, I love that. Whatever die cutting machine. See, and these didn't smush. I love that. Okay, let's get all of our pieces off of here. We'll need that again. I won't need this again. Put that there. We'll need that again. We won't need this again. We got this one out, right? Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh, Just love it. Okay. And let's see, I won't need this piece of paper. But we will need more flowers. And we won't need this one. Well, we'll need it 2 more times. Okay, look how pretty. The detail, I'm just all about it. So here we go. So today it snowed. They had all of these big winter storm watches. I even posted something on Facebook, like that we were going to get like this enormous amount of snow. No. We barely got a dusting, okay? I mean, I have snow on the ground, but I don't have any snow on the road. You know, it's not like I can't get out or anything like that. Like Christmas. Literally frozen into my garage. That was too far. It was so cold. It had rained and then it just snowed a little bit, but the ice froze what water was at the bottom of the garage door to the concrete. I finally had to get a chisel and a hammer and kind of chisel it out so that I could get there. By the 3rd day, I was like, I got to get out of here. I'm like, if I wait till this to melt, I could be in here till the spring, you know. So I thought, yeah. So that's what I did with the garage door. At least it worked. It was just in one little part. It kept like trying to go up and then it wouldn't, and then it, you know, and so I was like, well, what would my dad do? I had to put a heater out there and I thought, well, this is crazy. It's like 15 below now. I've got a heater on the door. That was kind of nuts. So I realized that that was stupid to do. And then, you know, but my first thing was heat. I got to melt the ice. So I was trying that. And then I was like, I'll be in here for 6 more hours by the time. Well, no. Okay, so I'm in the middle of designing this card. I have stenciled and die cut my flowers, and I cut some centers. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to put this together. I've cut my forever out of the black, and then I was thinking about the background. I was starting to put that together on my, I'm using some soft seafoam. This is from Stampin' Up. You could use any color you'd like. I suggest with the pink, the green looks great, but I thought, well, let me emboss something. Well, then that went to let me foil something, so here we are. Now, I'm using the foil sheet, or the hot foil plate from Altenew. This is a marbled plate. Now, I made a bad mistake. I ordered by mistake 2 of these. So, if anybody needs one of these, you can email me at joannemaddie@outlook.com. The plate was like $31. I'll sell it for $25, and that will include your shipping. So here comes some, this is silver glimmer hot foil. So just email me that you would like to have that. And I've got a brand new one. It's not even been opened. And let me show you how gorgeous this is. And that was a total mistake on my part. And honest, I just don't, I'm just too lazy to go back through the invoices and this and that and send it back. And I thought, well, you know, it's okay. I'm going to push my timer button there and wait for that to stop blinking. So yes, it is the Altenew Exquisite Marble Hot Foil Plate. And it is brand new. I've not even opened the package. This one, of course, is mine that I'm using today. But the one that I'm selling is brand new because I accidentally ordered 2 over Christmas holiday there. So if that's the only mistake I made with all the ordering online I did, I'm like, okay, you're good. So like I said, it would be $25. That would include your shipping. So really, it's like $20 for that. Because I'm sure it's going to be about $5 to ship it. You know, they are a little bit heavy. I'm just waiting for this to stop blinking, and I'm going to run it through my machine, and we're going to get an absolutely, look at this. I had to do this with you on camera. That's silver on soft seafoam. Isn't that pretty? And then, oh, here it is. Okay, so we have that, right? I'm going to detach right here, and let me run it through. I just have this off to the side. But I thought, while I had my machine hooked up, let me go ahead. I wasn't going to foil. I wasn't going to at all. Oops, let me detach this again and get that off. But then, when I saw the flowers, I was like, oh no, wait. Instead of, this is a hot foil plate, the solid hot foil plate. Watch what we do now, because we're not going to waste a bit of our foil, are we? So let's see what we have here. I think it's going to be gorgeous. Oh, I know it. Look at that. Okay, a little over foiling here, but we can rub that off with an eraser, the little Tombow eraser. Let me find that right up here. And we could just see that just comes right off. A little bit of over foiling, that's all. Because I ran it through and then I ran it back through. So maybe I just need to go through one time, you know. But there, perfect. Okay, so that's how you get your over foiling off. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love the marble. Like I said, I was not going to foil. But when I thought about embossing, okay, now remember, pretty side to pretty side, so that's the solid side, okay, where the indentation is. Now the pretty side of the foil, down, and this is the piece that we peeled off, okay? And the piece of cardstock, 5 1/4 by 4, so we're going to be, yep, on the outside of the card, so then we put the cardstock here. Always remember, foiling, the foil has to come up into the paper. That's why you have that sandwich like that. Okay, I'm going to put my thin shim and then my spacer pad. I could have already hit that timer button. But yes, so I was not going to foil at all, but I couldn't help myself. Now watch, we're looking for this effect now. This is like using the rest of the foil. Normally, from what I understood, you would throw that piece of foil out that we're using in here right now. But now that they've come up with that solid hot foil plate, and this is like from a year ago, but guys, this is all new to me. I didn't know, you know, that all of this was out there. If I did, oh please. I mean, yeah. But this is so much fun. So like I thought I was going to emboss, but I was like, why emboss when I can hot foil? So this is how we use the rest of the foil. Okay, and it, like I did it on the soft seafoam. It is so beautiful. The silver with the soft seafoam is just gorgeous. So I'm just waiting on that to get solid. But look at these. We're going to use these on the card with the flowers that I made. Like I said, I'm in the middle of designing, but when I had this out here, I thought to myself, well, just stop. Oh, here we are. We have a solid button. See, it doesn't take long. You know, why move everything and then have to move it back? So, and my machine was hot. I'm just rolling this through twice to get good foiling, okay? And because the machine was hot and I was right here under the camera, you know, I have this new camera set up and I'm telling you, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. Oh my, look at this, you're going to love it. Watch. So see, this was the piece that we peeled away after we had made this, okay? And now, when we peel this away, look at that. And you don't waste a bit of your foil. This is so, like, I'm blown away. But yeah, I was like, no, I have to foil this. So these two pieces I'm going to save for another card because they're a little bit too bold for what I wanted to accomplish today with those little daisies. Okay, I'm going to put all of this away and I'll be right back and we'll start to assemble another card. It wasn't even going to get warm enough outside for that even to work, okay? So, so finally my brain was like, you know, as soon as I hooked it up, I was like, well, you're an idiot. And so I went and got the hammer and like a It's almost like a putty knife. I just stuck it under the door and hit the handle of it with the hammer in a few places and dislodged everything. So that worked. But right now it's just white out there. It's not that bad, you know. And like I said, the roads are not bad at all. They're all blacktop. Okay, so here we go. Look, I have a nice pile of dies over here. And now we're going to put everything together. Whoops. Well, we shouldn't put the dies on the floor, right? All right, and now this one right here. Pretty. All right. Goes there. And let's move this way. Okay. All right, now let's get our card base together here. And the inside of our card now is dry with our little dots. So let's take our Gina K Connect glue. And I don't need the fine tip. This is just fine right here out of the bottle. I love the size of the bottle. And we'll put this on the inside. Right here. And then they can write their sentiment really nice. I've stopped putting sentiments on the inside of the cards. I don't know if a local shop, when she opens her craft side, I might take my cards and try to sell them down there, you know, like in a little rack. So I have a piece of black, and it's 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and the piece that we foiled was 5 1/4 by 4. We're going to glue these together. So that's why, because normally people will be like, oh, I really like the outside. Oh, I didn't want that. I didn't want to say that on the inside. They want to write their own stuff. So that's why I put a little embellishment, but I do not put a sentiment. Just in case I decide to do that maybe in the spring, I'm not sure. But that would just be local. And now this goes on the outside, and we have a nice white border with black, and then the soft seafoam, and then the silver. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. Oh, you know, and really right now, okay, if you had no ambition whatsoever, let's just say you lost your mojo, okay, you could sit and make card fronts like this and just hot foil and make your card front and just put it in a pile, okay? Make 10 or 12 of them. Make 20, you know? And you could always have your background ready. Now, I'll tell you, I love this background so much, the marble. I want to get something that has splatters. I realized with the foil that I like using it almost like an embossing folder where it's background. I do have some flowers coming that I'm going to be coloring also. Here's a little overfoiling. And so the Mono Sand eraser, I want to show you this. Watch, it won't work because I'm filming it, right? It takes it right off, or most of it right off of there, okay? And we're actually going to put a flower there, but wherever you have overfoiling, you can use the little Mono Sand eraser, and usually works pretty well. I've had really good results with that. Okay, now let's go ahead with our flowers. Let's bring everything in here. We've had so much fun. Let's go ahead and, oh, this was a scrap of some sort. It's got something on the back of it. See how we save everything, right? There's that. And we'll put the other one as soon as I can find it here. Here we go. Right here. On this one, and it doesn't matter. I think I let that set with the top off of it a little bit. Hold on. Get my pin. You guys always keep a pin? I do. You have to. You have to if you're using glue. So that's just a big quilt pin. on. Okay. We'll just have to unclog that in a minute. Whoop! There we go. All right. Let me put that over there. Okay, let's put that one right there. And then this one that has the heart, I'll just stick it right here. Okay? Now, the one with the heart I want to put on first, and I want it to go right up here. So I'm just going to flip it over, and you put any kind of whatever dots, you know, that you have to stick stuff up with. These are, I won't buy any until I run through all of my dimensionals, okay? Which is going to be a while because I have a lot of them. And now we're going to put these two on. And we'll put that one right back there. And now this one. And we'll put that one. Woo! Ah! Well, that stuck. That made a boo-boo right there, didn't it? Let's see what we can do to fix this. Okay, we're going to put that right there. That little eraser. That's okay. We're going to cover that up. More concerned with this. Oh no, that's going to peel the paper. Ah. Hurry. Okay. Whew. Get it off of there. All right. Let's back up. One little step, right? One little step. Let's hurry. Get the daffodil delight. Stamp. We're good, right? Let's see. I have my little circle right here. I'm going to put it here. Piece of washi tape. No big deal, right? We can always fix it. I'm going to run it right through over here to the side. See, I have all of my wiggly stuff on other tables, so hopefully you guys don't wiggle. There we go. Now, I'm not going to put my dots on here just yet. It will be the very last thing. So hopefully I won't forget, okay? I don't think I will. You can really tell where the little dots are. It gives a little dimension. And here, none. Okay, but you're like, oh no, it's okay, it's okay. We're going to get our leaves now. Let's work our way down. Here, we'll put one up here. Okay. And let's put one here. And they don't have to be in the same place, just, you know, a few of them around. And just let them hang. Like about here, okay? And then this one, just so that the flowers look like they've got a little greenery around them, right? And let's put that one right in there. And we'll go like that, okay? Now, we're going to put forever right here. Ta-da! And we fixed it, right? Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and get these little dimensionals on here. Or like I say, whatever pop dots that you use. Whatever little foamy things you use to hold stuff up with. And let's see, I could use a little one right up there. Let's go ahead and slice one for ourselves. There. See, you can even make them custom. we go. Put that right there. Oh, actually, that did not need that because it's resting on that flower. So there's that. Oh, that looks so good. So nice. All right, let's go ahead and put this greenery now. This little twig, that's the lighter one. We're going to put it right here. And now this one will rest on top of the flower. Because I just raised that up a little bit. So, whoop. Let's try and just not to ruin this card, Joanne. Right? I'm trying my hardest not to. Okay, and that's just going to go right there. Got that little bit of glue off of there. Just like that. Cute. Now, friend goes underneath forever. Just like that. And right here. Oh my goodness. Came out so stinking cute. Thank you so much for hanging in here with me. Let's get our little white dots on here. Let me put my cap on my glue. Let's get our dots on here, this one. And you can barely see it on the yellow, but honestly, when you receive the card, you can see that there is the dimension of it. I love it, absolutely. Oh my goodness, how sweet are these two cards? I love this set from Gina K. Let's see. It is, let me bring this in, the Daisies Forever Layering Stencil Bundle. Daisies Forever Layering Stencil Bundle. Okay? And remember, if you want the, here's the one that's brand new. I would do this for $25. That includes the shipping, Joanne Maddie at Outlook.com. I'll send you a PayPal invoice. But as you can see, this one's not open at all. So that's the brand new one. I got crazy and ordered two. And I wanted to show you this. I saw a video the other day of putting this marble on designer series paper, and this is some of that marbled paper from way back. Look at how gorgeous. I just had to do it on there. Look at how gorgeous that is on that paper. So I just had to show you that too, because I've really been having a lot of fun with my glimmer machine. All right, everyone, this is the video so far coming into this week, and look for many more to come. So yeah, because I have some new product from Hobby Lobby and a little something from Spellbinders, and yeah, we'll just have a lot of fun in the craft room. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.